The desert stretched out in every direction, silent and endless beneath a blazing sun. Wind swept fine grains of dust across the surface, covering and uncovering the secrets of ages. To most who passed through, it was nothing but an empty wasteland. But to the small group of scientists gathered at the base of a rocky outcrop, it was a window into a past so ancient that human imagination could hardly hold it. They crouched in the shade of jagged stone, staring at something pressed into the hardened earth. Dr. Elena Carter, the leader of the team, brushed her hand slowly across the rock surface. A line of impressions revealed themselves, faint but undeniable. To the untrained eye, they might look like random marks, but her breath caught in her throat because she recognized the rhythm, the spacing, the shape. Footprints. "They're not supposed to be here," whispered Daniel Ruiz, the team's geologist. His eyes narrowed as he leaned closer. "This sediment layer, this dates back millions, maybe hundreds of millions of years. No humans, no primates, nothing even close." Elena didn't answer. She only placed her measuring tool gently across the impressions, checking depth, width, arch. They weren't animal tracks, they weren't random erosion patterns. They were deliberate, structured, left by something walking upright. The other scientists exchanged glances, and for a moment the desert was filled with the sound of their silence. "Photograph everything," Elena finally said. Her voice trembled slightly, though she fought to control it. "We need to document before we disturb the site." Cameras clicked, drones hummed overhead, lenses zoomed in on every angle. Each click of the shutter seemed to echo into the ancient world, preserving a mystery that could shake everything they thought they knew. Hours passed in painstaking work. The sun slid lower, shadows stretched longer as they uncovered more of the surface. The story deepened. The footprints weren't random, they formed a trail, step by step, leading away from the stone face and into ground still buried beneath layers of earth. Whoever or whatever made them had been walking with purpose. That night, under a canopy of stars, the team sat around their campfire, reviewing data on tablets and notebooks. Daniel shook his head. "I ran the preliminary dating again. This layer is Triassic, Elena. That's over 200 million years old. The only things on land back then were reptiles, early dinosaurs, nothing that walked upright on two legs like this." Elena stared into the fire, her face flickering with orange light. "Then explain the arches, the toe impressions, the stride length. This isn't reptilian, it's..." She hesitated, as though the word itself was forbidden. "Human-like." A younger researcher, Maya Singh, looked up nervously. "If these are what they look like, then everything changes. The timeline of human history, of evolution, of migration, it all collapses." Silence hung heavy. Above them, the stars looked down, cold and timeless, as though mocking the fragile certainties of modern science. The next morning, excavation began in earnest. The team worked with brushes, chisels, delicate tools, peeling back the earth centimeter by centimeter. As they followed the line of prints, something extraordinary emerged. Not just a single set of tracks, but two, side by side. One larger, heavier, one smaller, lighter. Two beings walking together across the ancient earth. Elena froze when she realized. Her heart hammered against her ribs. "They weren't alone," she whispered. "They were walking together." Daniel crouched, staring. "This is impossible. Either this is the greatest hoax in history, or we're staring at something that shouldn't exist." The days blurred into one another. More evidence surfaced. Impressions that suggested not just walking, but pausing, turning. At one point, the smaller set of tracks appeared to stumble, the prints deeper, uneven. The larger set shifted closer, as